part of the issue here for you this preseason was Ovi's health. And we were here the day that he got nicked up. I think that was like about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to gauge like where he's at, like skating-wise and fitness-wise heading into the season. What did you see from him in his limited preseason action?
It's hard to evaluate just because at that point, even for the veteran guys, they're essentially just trying to get some game reps to get up to speed, and they're going, call it 80% through those reps. And so it's not ideal, him missing as much camp as he did, but he's smart enough and has gone through this enough to know the things he needs to do to get up and running and ready for tomorrow night. So hopefully, he's at this point in his career and his age, he's able to it's always a process at the beginning of the year, but hopefully he gets up and running as quickly as possible.
Now, a guy who would push back against us saying that preseason doesn't mean anything, it's meaningless, is Hendrix Lapierre.
Yeah.
He makes the big club. He was actually leading the league, or was tied with a few other guys, with 7 points in preseason.
Yeah.
How does he fit into your plans, and what improvements have you seen from him that enabled him to make that jump from being at Hershey to being here full-time?
Yeah, and that's a prime example of like where preseason doesn't necessarily matter for Jane Daniels and Terry McLaurin and our veteran guys. For the young guys, the new draft picks, guys that are trying to crack the lineup, it's as important as the Super Bowl for them because they're trying to earn a roster spot and they're trying to earn playing time. So Lappy was in that spot of where he needed to come to camp and he had something to prove to try to earn a roster spot on our team. And he had a great training camp preseason. You could tell his mindset was exactly where it needed to be, extremely focused. And you can see he's matured a little bit and gotten a little bit stronger in the offseason, had a good summer of training, so he's in a good spot.
Going back to last season, when you kind of reevaluate everything, you have a great season. You win a round in the playoffs. You lose in the second round. What was missing, you think?
So I felt like, as crazy as it sounds, because a lot of people in this area affiliate our team still with the 2018 team that won the Stanley Cup. 90%,
totally different team.
90% of our roster had never been in the second round.
Wow.
It was the first time they'd ever been.
Experience.
Other than John, other than Ovi, and other than Tom Wilson, we had like one other guy that had experienced the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I'm not necessarily chalking it all up to experience because it doesn't mean you can't win a cup if you don't have guys, majority of your roster that hasn't been there before. Some teams have done that. But I felt like in the second round when we were playing against a real playoff tested, a team that had been there 6 years in a row or whatever it was and played in multiple conference finals, we just in those moments where, and the margins are so thin, right? Each game, when I went back and dissected every single one, there was a couple moments in each game that they made the play and we didn't. They executed and we didn't. They scored the power play goal and we didn't. They got the save and we didn't. Yeah. And so when you sit back and look at each game and go, there was 3 or 4 moments where whether it was experience or whether they just stepped up and made that play, they executed in those moments, and we didn't.
One of those inexperienced guys, though, that did get incredible experience was Ryan Leonard, right? So what have you seen from there to now? What kind of growth?
Yeah, I think – I hate to say this because reflecting on last year, like you wanted him to come in and just hit the ground running and
dominate.
Be an offensive juggernaut. And so it didn't feel great at the time, but I think now looking back and what he's going to reflect back on and for – his development, I think last year really, really helped. The small sample size that he got, and he went back in the summer and got
like, wow, I got to work on some stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And not just that you have a true understanding when you go through it of how good the league is. It's the best league in the world, and for young players, it is unforgiving, and guys want to steal your lunch money, and they don't give you an inch out there like that. So he got to feel that in the most important time of the year and the hardest time of the year in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And so I think going back this summer, it's given him an appreciation and go, okay, I felt that. I got a lot of work to do. I know what I can become in this league, but it's going to take a ton of work, and I'm going to have to put that in this summer. And so you can even coming back to camp this year, like there was a little bit of added focus.
I mean, even though he wasn't like super productive point-wise, I don't feel like his presence was felt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt about that.
So, Carbs, I'm just looking at some preseason power rankings from
no.
NHL.com.
Oh, no.
Are we way out there?
You can throw it out the window if you
I
want,
know.
but they have you 11.
Yeah.
But they've got Carolina 3 and Florida 6.
Yeah.
All right, so those are 2 big humps to get over.
No,
Based on.
Were you aware of those? I feel like he was aware of those as you're
I
talking.
know all the
but
predictors. and
I understand.
like,
I understand.
yeah.
Maybe things will change.
And it's
but,
all good. Like, I don't take offense to those. Like,
yeah.
we-
But last
They've
year,
got a job to do.
Last year, watching the Carolina series, I don't know if you felt the same way. It just felt like they were just a little bit better at everything. They were a little quicker, a little bit better at whatever they did,
Yep.
right? Do you think that you didn't make a lot of additions to the roster.
Yeah.
So how do you think you match up with a team like Carolina now based
Yeah.
on what you did in the offseason?
okay, so I agree with you.
Okay.
The only counter I would say is the margins for that. Like, they were a little bit better,
Right.
and they were a little quicker, and they were executed at a higher level. But it's not like it's this.
Okay.
It's
Not
like,
a huge chasm.
Okay.
It's like this,
All right.
and so you hope with a year more of experience and having gone through that, and some of our younger guys taking another step, and the continuity inside of our group and getting a little bit better on specialty, all the different things, you hope now that we can
You inch it up a little
close that gap, and then
Okay.
when you get hopefully into that moment again, you're able to get on top of them in those moments.